Hiya, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back with you. Well, it's over, almost. It sounds like Donald Trump will be our next president, number 47. So he will be both 45 and 47. Actually historical. First time in a century that anything like this has been done. And there we are. So I'm going to just celebrate here with my favorite cigar and kind of kick back and say this has been a very interesting campaign, very interesting election season. So, with that said, I am still a little concerned about what's going on in the House of Representatives. It looks like we're going to have a pretty good majority in the Senate as it stands right now, but the House kind of worries me a little bit. And if the House goes to the Democrats, oh my God, Donald Trump will be impeached on the first day of his inauguration. So let me get into some detail right after this. So I stayed up all night, pretty much all night, watching the results coming back. And as the evening progressed and we got towards the midnight hour, I switched over and started to watch MSNBC, NBC, CNN, and just watch the liberal heads explode on that side. But then I went back to watching Fox and Dan Bongino, the Bongino Army. He got over 500,000 folks to watch his election night coverage on Rumble. And that's an amazing feat for somebody like Dan Bongino. And he's a pretty interesting guy, to say the least. But as the night wore on, and I heard Brett Baer say this, that he was a little concerned about what was going on in the House races. And as I checked it this morning, just before I recorded this video, at 3 a.m., we need 217 to have a slim majority in the House. And at 3 a.m., it was 189 to 165. So we were up 24 out of the total, but still had a ways to go to get to 217. At 9:45 this morning, I checked, and the tally right then was 198 versus 180. So 198 for the Republicans, 180 for the Democrats. So the lead has been narrowed from 24 to 18. And there are still a number of races to be decided. A lot of pivotal ones are in California, and that can be pretty testy because I don't think there's enough GOPers left in California that haven't relocated to Texas or Tennessee or North Carolina, Georgia. They've left en masse, so there isn't too many GOPers left in California. So I'm a little skittish about what may happen in the final outcome when all the votes finally get tallied and all the results get finalized. And it'll be a while, I think, before we really do know. There have been, this was, I was a little surprised that there wasn't more shenanigans. There were a few reports here and there of some irregularities, machines that weren't locked down appropriately. Uh, there was one that they kept showing on Fox. I think it was in Minnesota, where they had taped with a security tape across the access panel to the tabulation machines, and they forgot to lock it before they applied the security tape to it. So it was unlocked, and out of an abundance of caution, I'll give them that, they decided to retabulate everything that machine did. So that was kind of a dumb mistake, but it sounds like they did it the right way to get some integrity back into the election cycle. Now, I was waiting for like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to see if suitcases full of found ballots would find their way into some of the unnamed or uncalled states, and I didn't see that that's happened as of yet. So we may be in pretty good shape as far as election integrity goes. So with my fingers crossed on that, let's hope for the best. I took my dog on the walk this morning, and gee, the Harris Walls signs are still up, all but one. I think the guy pulled it this morning on his way to work and said, well, that's dumb. So that one at the end of the street is gone now, and but the others are still there. They've got, I think, 10 days in North Carolina to pull those signs. So I'll just keep watching to see how long people want to display their stupidity for trying to vote for Kamala Harris. Why anybody would think that was a good idea, I have no idea, but I am sure glad that North Carolina, that Pennsylvania, that Georgia, Wisconsin, places like that, those states where the battle was really waged, came out in favor of Trump. So I haven't seen any of our liberal Facebook friends or folks that we follow on X patting themselves on the back for a job well done. That's not going to happen, I don't think. Did Kamala Harris really concede with a phone call to Donald Trump? I've heard mixed reports on that. So if you've heard, or if you've got some evidence that that's actually happened, I don't know. The latest thing that I heard was that she sent everybody home to get a good night's sleep so that they could resume activities this morning. And so we'll have to see. But it sure would be the right thing to do for her to concede at this stage. I think that would make us all feel a whole lot better about the outcome. So I am absolutely thrilled that we have sounded our voices and made sure that the country is going to get refocused on the right track. When nearly 80% of the people were saying, we're going in the wrong direction, and I think an awful lot of people with common sense realized that we were going in the wrong direction for sure. The border security issues, the fentanyl, the crime, inflation, you name it, that's been weighing heavily on a lot of people's decisions here. And I am so glad that folks with a bit of common sense pulled the lever for Donald Trump. And I know that I'm glad I did. Let me know what you're hearing, what you're seeing in your neighborhoods. but I am absolutely thrilled. There were a few oddball things that came up. Shifty Schiff from California is now a senator from California. And that doesn't speak well of anything, but he won't have any kind of position of leadership being the junior senator from California. But the fact that he's still around is not a good thing to have. So the agenda moves forward. The Make America Great movement is alive and well, and I am thrilled that it is. This is the Prepared Suburbanite, and we are ready for what may come because the battle, I think, is only getting started as of today. So be prepared always, and I'll see y'all on the next video.